Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm gonna show you just how brutal Alpha can really be. I'll also show you the new item I added to his build, and this one's really important because Alpha tends to run out of mana quickly. You'll see exactly what I mean as we go through the gameplay. Oh, and by the way, CC vs Zilong is not a good matchup at all, especially if the enemy CC is using Vengeance. Sorry, but she's really gonna bully you in lane, so if that happens to you, the best thing to do is just stay under your tower for now, then use your ultimate to rotate and help other lanes instead. You might be wondering why I'm even talking about Zilong. Well, it's because in our lineup we had a Zilong and the enemy laner facing him was CC. Look at this Zilong, he can't even back me up here at the turtle, but it's fine. Our mid laner Nana is here to help anyway. You might be wondering, why does it look like I'm not helping Zilong even though I know he's losing against CC? The answer is simple, we really can't kill CC, especially in the early game. Even if Zilong uses all his skills, or even if I use everything I have, she can still escape. That's why instead of forcing a fight we can't win, I decided to focus on farming first. Here I decided to focus more on ganking their marksman, because once Mia gets her core items, she becomes a real threat, especially in the late game. And by the way, if you want a hero that can literally carry the game later on, Mia is one of the best choices when she's fully built. That's why, as you can see here, I'm prioritizing this lane more often instead of going down to the bottom lane. Shutting down their main damage dealer early is a huge advantage for our team. Let me show you exactly what I was talking about earlier. Here, CC's HP is already down to half, and that's the perfect opportunity we needed. We were able to take her down. This part clearly shows what I meant earlier. Sometimes it's not about forcing a fight right away, it's about waiting for the right timing. Once the enemy is vulnerable, that's when you strike and secure the kill. Here, you can also learn something important. You need to know how to read the enemy's lineup. In this match, for example, the enemy's core is Claude, and honestly, I don't even know why they picked him as the jungler. Now, since Claude has his second skill, he can easily blink away. But here, I'm with Nana, and if Nana really knew how to play, she could have placed her puppet on the turtle to stop Claude from blinking. Do you get what I mean? Sorry if not, but once I start streaming, I'll show you all of that, so it'll be easier for you to understand. If you notice here, I'm just waiting inside the bush because I'm waiting for their core to take the buff so I can try to pick them off. But he didn't show up, so I just decided to take his buff instead. And I also knew that their mage was heading to the top lane, so I attacked right away. My position here was really good too. Their Roman marksman also went in here, but the real problem for them was that they still couldn't take me down. That's exactly why this video is titled Brutal Alpha. Actually, the item I really wanted to show you is Endless Battle. Alpha often runs out of mana, and this item helps a lot with that. I'm the type of player who almost never uses basic attacks on minions. I always rely on skills. I also really hate players who almost never look at the map, just like our marksman here. But it's okay, there's no one to blame because all of us make mistakes too. Well, in this part, I actually wanted to push, but it really felt like I was going 1 versus 5. This is exactly why it's so hard to carry when you're playing solo, especially when your teammates are like this. Here, I already have Dominance Ice. This item is really the best counter against CC. Even if you're not ahead in gold or kills, a well-timed Dominance Ice can completely change the outcome of a clash. It's one of those items that can turn a difficult matchup into something manageable. And in this game, it's the reason why Setsi started struggling more against me as the match went on. But even here, we're still struggling to finish the game, and this is the part a lot of solo players don't really talk about. No matter how well you play, if your team isn't on the same page, closing out a match becomes a real challenge. We already had the advantage, we had the items, and we were winning most of the fights, but because there's no proper coordination, we couldn't push and end it quickly. It's frustrating, especially when you know you're doing everything right, rotating, farming, countering, and setting up fights, but the game still drags on because your teammates either keep dying one by one or don't know when to push together. This is exactly why solo queue feels so difficult. It's not just about skill, it's about how well your team moves as one unit. Here, Claude even tried to contest the Lord, but he ended up getting picked off instead. This is what usually happens when the enemy tries to force a contest without proper timing or backup. Since we already had a good position and vision around the Lord area, it was easy for us to target him the moment he showed up, and once their core was gone, there was nothing they could do to stop us from securing the Lord. But even here, we still couldn't finish the game, which was really frustrating. When I checked the scoreboard, I was surprised to see that our marksman's stats were actually not good. And by the way, if you really want to rank up, try practicing Alpha. The win rate isn't guaranteed, but you can still win games if you use him, just make sure you've practiced him properly. I actually misclicked my ultimate there. That's why I got picked off. That's what I was telling you, Alpha only has one blink skill, and that's his ultimate. So if you use it wrong, it depends on the situation whether you'll be the one who gets taken down or your enemy. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you try using Endless Battle on Alpha. It's actually pretty good. The only downside is that it makes him a bit squishy, but it's still worth it, especially for Alpha users who love using skills to clear minions. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Thank you so much, and keep grinding.
Saber, a clumsy work in progress.